Lately, there's been a lot of buzz around Tata Trusts. One of India's biggest philanthropic bodies is now caught in a governance dispute. But behind the headlines lies another story, one about trusts themselves. Because it's not just the Tatas. Across India, the wealthy are using private trusts to protect and pass on their fortunes. So, what exactly is a private trust and why do the rich love it so much? Today on Forbes India, we'll look into the quiet machinery that actually holds India's wealth together. Think of the trust as a vault, but with rules. You put your assets inside and appoint someone to guard them. That person is called the trustee. The trustee not only guards the wealth but also decides who gets what, or in other words, who are the beneficiaries and their exact share. Now there's two kinds of trusts, discretionary and non-discretionary. Let's start with the discretionary trusts. Here, the trustee has all the power. They decide who gets what and when. Say, Rita sets up a trust and says my descendants will benefit. She doesn't specify who or how much. The trustee figures that out. In the non-discretionary kind, it's the opposite. Everything's clearly laid out. You know exactly who gets what. One classic example is an employee welfare trust where benefits are distributed based on predefined criteria like salary or tenure. So, why do HNIs prefer the discretionary kind? Well, two big reasons, protection and planning. Protection because if you go bankrupt, creditors can't touch the assets. And planning because it makes passing on wealth a whole lot smoother. There's fewer court battles, fewer family feuds. So the next obvious question is, why not just write a will? Well, a will only kicks in after you die and has to be verified in court through a process called probate. That's public, slow, and often messy. Anyone can challenge it. A trust, on the other hand, starts working while you're still alive. It's private, continuous, and harder to challenge. Sure, it costs more to set up and manage, but for the rich, that's beside the point. What they're really buying is control. Control that outlives them. But as the Tata dispute shows, even the best planned trusts aren't foolproof. Because in the end, whether it's a company, a fortune, or a family, control is never permanent.